first off, we're looking at your bones, okay? And the bones up here, you have to squint to see them, okay? This is a density study. That which is very dense is white. That which is not so dense is black. Here's your bra strap, white. So when you look at this area over here, what we're saying is that the bone is just slightly more dense than the soft tissues. Should be a lot more dense.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's a little bit of osteoporosis, and that's why T12 broke once upon a time.
Oh,
Okay? So now we look at the bones. And the bones should look fairly square. There's a little bit irregularity in this end plate, but for the most part square. I think that's what they're calling L2. That what the MRI said. Edema. They call that a fracture here. Not terrible. This is L3, 4, and L5. Okay? Now, this end plate looks a little bit down too. Okay? It's not as flat and square as the others. So they're calling that fractures here and here. The disc here at L5S1 is gone. There's no disc. Okay, it's bone on bone.
is that right?
Yeah. Arthritis. Same way you get arthritis in your knees and your hips, you get arthritis in your back. See all this here? What we're looking at is these bones sticking up back here. They're not supposed to connect. Yours do. Okay? Because it just kind of collapses like that. As the bones collapse, the facet joints. You have a disc up front and 2 facet joints in the back. When those discs are not so good, the facet joints will get more and more arthritic. And that's what we see here. Here, and here, and here, and here. Now, this facet joint has gotten so bad that the bone has slipped forward a little bit. See that? There's a little step off right here.
Is that a result of the accident?
Nope. Nope. That's just your arthritis. We call this a degenerative spondylolisthesis. When you get to walking very far, your legs start to go numb. Yeah?
My feet stay numb.
Yeah. And you have to kind of bend forward to feel better?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. What you're doing, you're bending forward. When you're bending forward, is you're opening up the canal, so the nerves get better. You're okay sitting down for a while at least. Yeah. So you have some other problems too, which they didn't really talk about here.
Interesting. Don't panic.
I'm just doing
You're not doomed, buddy.
Okay. So, what are we going to do to you?
What are the other problems? You said there's other problems.
Well, you have a lot of arthritis in your back. You have a degenerative spondylolisthesis. You have a lot of facet arthritis. And you have this compression fracture here and here. Okay. But it's getting better. The compression fracture, you get about 6 weeks of pain. And then the pain starts to kind of simmer down. If at any time during that course the fracture collapses a little bit more, you get another 6 weeks. And then another 6 weeks, if it keeps progressively collapsing. And it'll keep doing that until it finds kind of a steady state where it won't collapse anymore. Okay? If you can't wait 6 weeks and the pain's just terrible, intolerable, then we do things. We stick a needle. We can stick a needle into the bone here, blow up the balloon. Oh, not this one. We can blow up a balloon and put some cement in there to support that bone. To the extent that the fracture is causing a great deal of pain, when we do that kyphoplasty procedure, the pain is gone. Wonderful. Now you're going to have some residual pain because you got a lot of arthritis. It is not going to touch the arthritis. Okay? I'm going to see later if we can dig up this MRI to actually look at it, because I want to see how bad the stenosis is. How bad is the canal? How bad is it pinching on the nerves going down the legs? That's why your toes are numb. That's why your toes are numb.
Like that for years.
Yeah. This didn't come up yesterday. This has been going on for decades. A long time. Now, if your canal's like this, and slowly, slowly, it starts to get pinched, the nerves inside will accommodate. And they'll match. Until it gets so tight that, oh, it cannot anymore, and you get the numbness and the tingling. If it goes from this to this quickly, well, then you're paralyzed. But it's going over so slowly, you know, just now the nerves are starting to sink and cause problems. Okay? How do we deal with that problem? With that needle. We do an epidural. Okay? If you weren't so bad with needles, I'd stick one in you now.
She's not bad with needles.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, mother, come on. You can do it. I've had those, and they're a piece of cake.
No, but no. When you get the needle phobia stuff, it's different. It's in your head. This needle's huge.
Yes.
Well, she won't look at it. That's the whole thing. Dr. Oz this morning was saying, just don't look at the needle. They'll numb it.
All right. We can do that here, which of course you don't want to. We can do it in a with an X-ray machine with you sedated a bit. Give you some medicine, make you a little bit more calm, and then use an X-ray machine to make sure we're exactly where we should be, and put that needle in. Now, two things I want to see when we do that. One, you say, "Ouch, that's my pain." Okay, good, we got it. We got the place where you're having a lot of pain. And then the second, we're going to inject some numbing medicine in there, and you should say the pain is gone. Good. We want to reproduce the pain and then take it away.
How long for it?
How long will it last? Depends. Days, weeks, months even.
Years?
Could be. Could be. Okay. Now, normally when you have pain from the fracture site, you're going to have pain right down the middle. It's going to hurt in the middle. You don't hurt there. You hurt kind of off to the side and really deep. And that's why I'm thinking it's over one of the...
Could you see that? Could you see where that pain is on the side?
These are the bumps to either side in your back. Okay. So when I'm pushing deep on the right-hand side, it's going to be in this realm here. And, you know, the arthritis here is terrible. So I'm thinking it's more facet-related pain than it is a compression fracture. Which is good and bad, I guess. The compression fracture, we do the kyphoplasty, the pain is gone. There is no recovery. There is no therapy. There's just no pain. It's a really nice procedure. This one takes a little more work.
The X-ray,
well, this would be a facet injection. Right now we're trying to figure out where's this pain coming from. I'm not entirely convinced it's from the fracture. Okay. Other questions?